Man shot and injured in northwest Manchester. A man has been hospitalized after he was attacked and shot near his home in Hunter District, northwest Manchester on Tuesday. Preliminary reports are that about 2 a.m., the 45-year-old man was reported walking home from a party in the community when he was attacked by an assailant on a motorcycle who opened fire multiple times, hitting him in the upper body. Residents said the man reportedly managed to move before collapsing meters away in his yard and was found suffering from gunshot wounds about 6 a.m. He was taken to hospital where he was admitted for treatment. Police have since launched a manhunt in search of a suspect. Residents gathered in disbelief near the scene on Tuesday morning as they waited for detectives to process the area. Statistics from the police show that up to July 5th, Manchester recorded 12 shooting incidents when compared to 20 for the corresponding period last year. 3 men arrested after police seized scores of pipe bombs in St. Thomas. Police in St. Thomas have arrested 3 men after seizing more than 500 pipe bombs on Monday, the second largest of explosives confiscated in Bull Bay since April. The explosives are believed to be part of an arsenal being accumulated by warring factions in the 10 and 11 Mile communities. These men are reportedly bent on going at each other's throat, police noted. Sunday's siege occurred around 10 a.m., while approximately 900 similar explosives were found in the same area in April. The items were believed to have been imported into the island and were reportedly discovered at a premises on the border of the 2 communities. The 3 men were later captured as they hid in nearby bushes. They were taken into custody. Indicom probing fatal police shooting of 2 men in St. Anne. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shooting of 2 men during an alleged confrontation with police in Gravel-Hill, Limehall, St. Anne. Dead are 36-year-old Ricardo Hemming, otherwise called Black Oil, Jr. and Chick Max, and 29-year-old Jamari Campbell, both of Jerusalem Mountain in Grange Hill, Westmoreland. Hemmings was wanted by the St. James Police for shooting and other criminal activities. Reports are that at about 4:10 a.m., the police went to the premises in Gravel-Hill in search of Hemmings. Upon their arrival, lawmen reportedly met with gunfire from Hemmings and Campbell. The police returned fire and both men were hit. They were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. Police said a gun was seized following the incident. Principal says government should implement policy that allows for parents of misbehaving students to be fined. Principal of Adolphus Davis High School in Clarendon, George Henry, says the government should implement a policy that allows school administrators to punish students who misbehave and require their parents to be fined. He was speaking at the school's graduation ceremony recently. Mr. Henry said the measure might force parents to pay greater attention to the conduct of their children in school. The principal said during the school year, some students displayed poor behavior. He said many of the offending students lack parental guidance. Turning to school resources issue, Mr. Henry said there is a shortage of furniture and the need for a new school bus. He called for urgent action from the Education Minister, Dr. Dina Morris-Dixon.
Minister, has come for government to implement a policy whereby when students misbehave badly, they should be punished by the school administrators and their parents be required to pay a monetary fine to the government's coffers. This might force parents to pay keen attention to their children's behavior. The school witnessed a number of unfortunate episodes of concerned behavior despite attempts by the members of our guidance and counseling team to assist in understanding such behaviors and to find the best solution for them. Breaches of the school's dress code, misuse and abuse of gadgets to include cellular phones, refusal to do assigned work including SBAs, unpunctuality, bullying, gambling, truancy, and other forms of indiscipline were evident among a number of students, especially those who lack close parental guidance and who were influenced by what has been taking place in the wider society. I have been calling on the Ministry of Education to bless us with additional classrooms. 4 ministers have served as education minister over the 14 years. Minister, you are now the 5th. Will you be that minister to break the spell? The shortage has forced us to ask different grades to remain at home whenever we have large external examinations. Minister, I have every confidence that you will be the minister to break that spell. The school was also battered and bruised by transportation challenges during the year. I am calling on anyone who is in the reach of my voice to see how best you can assist us. And this includes the minister. See how best you can assist us to get rid of that dilapidated, out of use, maybe I should say almost out of service bus.
Experts call for urgent attention to burnout and emotional health among males. Mental health expert Dr. Marlon Simpson is calling for urgent attention to the mental well-being of Jamaican men, highlighting the critical need for a safe space, stigma reduction, and greater understanding of burnout and how males express their emotions. Speaking during a recent JN Circle meeting, the consultant psychiatrist, who is assigned to the Bellevue Hospital, painted a sobering picture for the mental health challenges facing men in Jamaica. He revealed that the male wards at the county leading psychiatric facility are often filled with capacity, with 3 male wards for every female one, a stark indicator of the disproportionate mental health burden borne by them. A lot of the men who come in say the first time they actually felt heard was when they came into the hospital, the consultant shared. Many of them had no avenue to talk, no one was listening, and no one provided support. Simpson was addressing members of the JN Circle Corporate chapter on the topic, Men's Mental Health, continuing the conversation, which was held in observance of Men's Mental Health Month, which was observed in June. He noted that the methods men use when facing mental health crises are often more drastic, reflecting a deep sense of hopelessness and reluctance to ask for help. It's not just about stress, he said. It's about feeling like there's no point in trying anymore. That's why burnout can be a getaway to more serious mental health conditions, including depression, anxiety, and even suicide. He described burnout as more than just tiredness. It's a chronic emotional state, a sense that you're not accomplishing anything of value, and even what you do have doesn't matter. It can lead to a breakdown in physical, social, and emotional functioning, he argued. Burnout symptoms include irritability, emotional detachment, physical pain with no medical explanation, and withdrawal from family and friends. In men, this often presents as aggression, absenteeism, or substance abuse, sometimes involving dangerous combinations of drugs including marijuana, alcohol, Molly, and even embalming fluid. Cultural norms were identified as a major barrier to men seeking help. In our society, when a man says he needs help, the reaction is often one of the mockery or dismissal, Simpson noted. We have to unlearn that. Men internalize a lot, and it builds up like a pressure cooker until there's an explosion, not always outward but inward, leading to breakdowns, mental illness, and worse. He emphasized that the workplace has a role to play. He said at Bellevue Hospital, members of staff can now request mental health days, flexible work arrangements, and encourage, and managers are being trained to recognize signs of burnout without penalizing affecting employees. Support in the workplace should go beyond referring someone to a company therapist, he added. It includes helping employees find external, confidential support they can trust. He also recommends changing how we frame mental health conversations. Instead of saying, go get help, we should say, let's talk to someone who can help us understand what's going on. He ended the presentation with a powerful call to action. Take off the mask. To thine own self be true. Talking, even just a little, can make all the difference. But we need judgment-free zones where people feel safe enough to do that. With men still underrepresented among therapists in Jamaica and cultural stigma remains strong, the expert called on Jamaicans to change the narrative, one conversation at a time. Burnout is real. The silence around men's mental health must end. Listening can save lives, he stressed. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.